Okay, let me,
Okay.
I'm going out of the mic link to the website, okay?
Okay.
Okay,
So let's see here. So how to change the homepage. So you were able to make the image larger.
yeah.
To do any edits, you press on Edit,
Mm,
upper left-hand corner,
okay,
and then you click on the image. And then if you double click on the image, you'll get, do you see the content design window that came up?
yes.
Okay, you see right here where it says replace.
Okay, I get it.
You click on that, and then you upload the image. And then once it's uploaded, you'll want to change this image alt text.
Hmm.
And what that is a verbal description of whatever the image is. No one will see it
Okay,
unless they have a screen reader, unless they can't see well. It's for the
okay.
visually impaired.
Now, how do you bring the new image in? Is it just from your desktop?
Okay, I'll go ahead and do that. You do
Replace.
replace, and then you can upload it from your desktop
Okay,
or your computer anywhere. There are things already in the library. You can choose that, and you don't want to do that. But want me to show you? You know what? I want to back up a little bit about processing the images before I
yeah.
upload something. But
Hmm.
I'll click on this and just show you what it looks like.
Okay,
Let's see. Here are Ron's images, and here, for example, is an image that's digital. I'll show it as a icon. You just click that, then you go over to open, and it'll automatically upload.
okay, because it's not, wait a minute. It's not showing me clearly what you just did. Could you do it again?
Okay, sure.
It was like
Replace.
the screen dimmed out. Browse. So you go to browse image.
Oh, upload image,
Okay.
and then
Okay.
I'm gonna choose one of yours. And we'll do, how about a digital? Should it want me to put a digital in there just for fun?
Yeah, put a digital. I mean, I thought those all looked really good.
Yeah, they look great. So I clicked on the digital image and then I press open and it'll come up.
And you're doing it from the image library, right?
No, no, I was doing it from the desktop.
Okay.
And now this is super, super important. We don't want you to
Okay.
get sued. Um, black background. It can be super, really simple with white shapes is fine. Um, and then you go over here. Do you see where I'm on the done, where it says done?
Yes, I see.
Okay, and then you want to do save.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah. The digital images look really good.
It's really good. Now, if you want it, if it's not quite centered or if you want it below, you can go back to the edit. I'm going to go back.
Uh,
I think I was, okay, you go back to edit, click on edit, and then you can move it. Now it's right in the middle. That yellow line means it's
right.
centered.
Yeah.
If you want to add text to that, want me to show you how to add text under?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You're in a section here. Let me see. I gotta get this moved over a little bit so we can get some more options here. Um, do you see the blue line that surrounds the
Yeah.
image?
That's the end of the page, correct?
No, that's just it's called a block.
Uh-huh.
And this is a block image.
Hmm.
And you're in a section here. This
Okay.
between right here and right down here is a section.
Hmm.
So blocks are images, text, all kinds of things.
Mhm,
I'm going to click on add a block, and I'm going to want it to be text.
mhm.
I'm going to click on text, and I want it below the image. So I'm going to drag it. It's a little tricky
Yeah,
there.
it's very similar to Photoshop when you add text.
Yeah. Um,
You can bring it down and do it. Yeah.
yeah. And then caption. I'm not going to write anything unless, do you want a caption here on your
Not
homepage?
right now, no, just you
Okay.
can put just a bunch of X's just to see text.
You want it to be a blinking little cursor there.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then if you want to center it, you have all these options here for alignment. Here we go, centered,
Mhm.
want it bold. Oh, no, that's not bold. If you want to make a link, this one's really handy. I made links on your painting page to the scrolling images of each painting category.
Mhm.
So if you need to make a link, that's the icon you use.
Okay,
And if you wanted to change the font you have headings and paragraph 1, 2, 3. Paragraph 1 is a little bigger. Paragraph 2 is what we had. And paragraph 3 is smaller. I believe I used paragraph 3 for the captions. I'm not sure.
and if
But
I wanted to make the text lighter,
lighter, you go to this dot here.
and then you could put whatever gray tone you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
or you
yeah,
could do custom, or you can make it red. Oops.
yeah. But
Um,
the link that when you were doing a link,
uh-huh.
say that again. You were linking to what?
Oh, I had a link on the site now. The if you go to the say the paintings page, or let's
Uh-huh.
do digital because there were two options in digital, hybrid
Right.
digital and just digital. There are two images, one for digital, one for hybrid, and
Mhm.
then under it it says digital and hybrid digital.
Right.
Um, the image is linked to the page that scrolls down through all the images. And
Okay.
the text is also linked to that same page that scrolls
Okay.
down with all the images.
Okay.
So you obviously you don't want that on your homepage, but in the future, if you wanted to do that with one of the artwork categories, you could.
Right. So basically, it would go from one image back to the whole line of images.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And let's see, and then to get rid of this, just I'm gonna delete it. It's gone.
Okay.
Let's back up. I want to go into how to process the images.
Yeah, because that's really important.
Yeah, let's
Because
stop.
I'm going to do a couple experiments where I could throw different images on there and just to see, so I know like better how to process them.
Yeah, and you have a big screen. How does it look on your big screen?
It looks good, but it's a little pixelated.
Oh,
The bigger I get, like if I compare it to, just the image that I have on, but of course it's like 300.
yeah.
It's much clearer on just a JPEG. I have the same JPEG on my desktop.
Yeah, I've noticed that Squarespace now does have a processing of the image, and it's not as flexible
Yeah,
as it used to be. I think that this image, when I
it's
test,
it's only the other images are fine. The drawings I thought turned out well. I think the digital turned out well. It's just the paintings, and sometimes it might be specific paintings will work and some won't.
huh, that's interesting. Yeah. Um, Let me show you. Okay, Squarespace will only take images that are less than 500 kilobytes and less than 2,500 pixels in width.
Right. Let's say that again. Less than 5 KB.
500 kilobytes KB. and less than 2,500 pixels in width.
That's the largest width, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Most of them are pretty close to that, like the
Um,
50.
no, they were more like in the megabyte area. Let me see. Um,
Then I'm reading something wrong on my computer because I did 150 and I knew that was too much.
yeah, no,
Figured you'd have to.
they're all over 2 to 3 megabytes. So what I had to do is I processed them through Photoshop.
Mhm.
Do you know how to do multiple files to process?
I years ago I did that, but I would do each one because I have time, you know.
Um,
You, you mean batch processing?
on my Photoshop, it says process multiple files.
I could
Um,
try it. I mean, I have the new Photoshop.
yeah, that's super easy and it does it really accurately. So
Okay, I'll give that a try.
yeah, so look at the size of the file. Um,
So what do you end up with?
you end up with something that's, on the site. Good
Like
question.
what you after I gave you the images, after the what is the final thing, the reading on one of the images?
Oops, let me see here. Good question. It's much smaller. And I don't know if there's a way around that. Um, let's see. So the digital image that I just put up is 311 kilobytes. That's not bad.
And
Um,
and then the dimensions, this size dimensions.
let's see, what do they have? They have it at 1500 by 1875. So it's 50.
Okay, so that's definitely within their range.
Well, they processed it down. It was
Uh,
2.5. Let's see, what did it come in at?
oh, this is
Oh,
they.
oh, it came in as you sent it to me as 3,600 in width.
Okay, 36.
Yeah, and so they more than cut it in half, and it was 2.4 megabytes.
Okay.
So that's 5 times, almost 5 times their limit.
Yeah, okay.
Um, and
So you uploaded it and then they reduced it to the 15 by 1800.
yeah,
Okay. So that's obviously the size. The other thing, because they're shapes, there's
yeah,
a lot of white.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I noticed it especially with the silver point.
Hmm.
And I was wondering, some of them you can see a faint outline, I mean, a faint signature.
Right.
And I'm thinking maybe do you want those with a border around it? Because let's see, this one you can see your signature. Do you see the cursor?
Right. Yeah. No, but the thing is when I do these, they're scanned, the parts of the paper are, get shadow. So what I do is I mask it out and I
Uh-huh.
erase the background basically.
Right,
And I put it on a white base
right.
because if you photograph it, it doesn't work just because you get a lot of yellowish paper instead of
Yeah,
white.
yeah, yeah. So do you think you want to put a border around those?
I think a border would be helpful
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think it because there's a lot of space.
because then they would see the scale and just pick
Yeah.
I think there are only two dimensions I use in the drawings, the page size.
Uh-huh. No, do you know how
So
to do that in Photoshop?
um, I did it before, so just you mean just put a little like uh, black line border kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can show you if you want.
Okay,
Okay, so I'll go into Photoshop. Let's see. Is that screen shared now, Photoshop? Probably not. I think I have to do this. Go to Photoshop. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to bring in one of the, let's see, from the desktop. Here we go.
silver points.
Silver Point. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
doing something there. Sorry. We'll edit that out.
yeah.
We transfer, draw, Silver Point, Silver Point, Silver Point. Here we go.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, let's do this guy. Oh, while we're here, this one right here couldn't be read because it said
I
JP.
know that was a strange thing. I figured it out today. That's JPEG 2000.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is weird. I never used that, but that's the only way it would save. But
Huh.
if you're in Photoshop and you go from that to make a copy, then you can copy it in as a JPEG. So I can fix that.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could. Let's use this one as an example because that has a lot of nice white. Okay, so you go to Canvas, and I'm going to change this to pixels. Pixels,
Okay.
and change this to let's try gray,
Okay.
and then just increase it by a couple of pixels. Let's say 2.
Okay. So what you're doing is you're looking at the canvas itself.
Yeah, the canvas size.
Right. Yeah, I understand, and not the image.
Yeah, it's the image is there.
I get it.
There, it's hard to see here what it I
I
almost think
see it on the bottom.
I think it should be black, Ron.
Yeah, black is fine.
I'm gonna change that to black. Okay, change it to pixels, then increase, do a 2 pixel wide frame. Save it, black, okay. And I'm just gonna process this so it'll go right into, we can see what it looks like. Oh, here we go, boy. And this should be the right size. Silver Point test, put it on the desktop. Here we go. Oh, that's really small. This will just be a test. I'll take it off if
Yeah.
it doesn't look good.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I will go stop that share. I will go now back into is that Squarespace? I think it is. Okay, so we get to get back into edit, you press that little arrow there, then you press edit, and I'm going to add this right, add section right below. Okay, I'm adding a section now. So each image and caption is in its own section. So that you can move them around really easy, and you can copy a section. So I'm going to add a blank section there.
Okay.
And I'm going to add a block. I'm going to add an image. And I'm going to press that plus sign to upload the image. And I'm going to upload it from the desktop. And it's Silver Point test. And it's very small. And it may not work. But, oh, you can, okay.
It does it, yeah.
So you see it has a little bit of a black line there.
Yeah, I think the black line really helps a lot. Actually.
Yeah. And this is how you get it wider. You grab these little squares and make it bigger and bigger. And that's probably big enough. Um, and then we're going to get it right in the middle. Oh, I have to do this. Put in, I'm just going to write something here. It's really important to do that. Alt text, or else you can get.
So you always have to put the alt text in?
Yeah. Yeah, it's very important. It's people are getting sued who don't do it.
So you can put in anything?
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, much better.
Let's see. I think that makes more sense, don't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So that was a 2-point black border. Yeah, I think that looks better. I mean, the image itself is not big enough in its resolution, but
Right.
I think it looks good. Okay, great. Now,
Okay, so that's good.
there might have been this circle here. Is this the same as this one?
It could be. Let me go to the one bottom. No, it's a different image.
Oh, it is. Okay. Okay.
No, is that the one on top is flipped around? That the circle's on the bottom. Do the first one again.
Okay. I'm going to show you how to move things
Okay.
with the section mover. It's pretty cool. Okay, if you want to move it up, okay, let's get this one. You press this up arrow where it says edit section, up arrow, and it goes up.
Okay, and it just moves it to the next step.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, so now it's right below. Oh, what happened? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, there we go. There's that one.
So it is the same.
Looks the same.
Yeah, it's the same one.
Okay. So want to get rid of this section, you press the garbage can.
Okay, good.
It's gone. Okay.
Yeah, like this looks pretty good on, even blown up large, it looks pretty good.
That's interesting. So it's the paintings that are.
It's really the paintings, it's the nature of what they are.
Yeah.
So and I also think some paintings work and some don't. That's why for the one on the front page, I want to put, one that works.
Right, right. Should
So
we go to the painting page and look at that?
yeah. And the sequence of the silver points, I would flip around a little. Okay, this is blah, 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 2000, 2015. Yeah, I think that will work.
Okay, great.
Or just leave, you might even just leave early work out because I don't have any images here from the 70s or whatever,
Oh, okay.
or 80s.
So I'll get rid of early work.
Yeah, I mean, I think for now, it can be added later, I suppose.
Yeah, sure. All this can be added.
Like just from 2000 on.
Okay, that sounds good. Are you good with 2000 to 2015?
Yeah, I think that's good.
Okay. I'm gonna click on paintings, and here we go.
Yeah, now this, when you rotate like this, I think that works well.
So they're a little closer.
Right, like if I want this bigger, I could just, portion, just pull it out.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And is the resolution okay on this?
It's a little pixelated,
Let me see what the size of this ends up being.
maybe I should.
200. That's not that small. I don't know.
And also, it's like with Instagram, if you look on a phone, they're really clear. But if you look at an Instagram on the desktop, they look really pixelated.
Right, right.
So I think it's the scale.
Yeah, for sure. You know what? Let me look into that to see if there is a way to adjust that image resolution adjustment. I don't think there is, but
Probably not.
um, I think they had a lot of problems when they first started. People would upload, images that were 10 megabytes, and
It's
nobody saw
yeah,
their work.
yeah. It's also the slowness.
Yeah.
The sites are slower.
Yeah, and I think Squarespace made it so they processed the images so they weren't so big. I'll stop the recording now.
Okay. Okay.
Oh dear, I wasn't recording.